Hello, welcome to 1111 Oracle. If you are new to the channel, then, take a moment, take a look around. If you like my videos, and if you like this video, of course, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you know when the next video is posted. Otherwise, if you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for coming back. I really appreciate your support, and I look forward to sharing this new video with you, what 2021 has in store. So before we do talk about what 2021 has in store, I just want to mention quickly my special promotion that I'm offering. Whether you've already subscribed or not, if you're interested in getting 50% off a reading or service, with the details in the description below, you can email me a screenshot of your subscription to my channel, and then I will grant you a 50% discount off of the reading or service of your choice. Alright, so be sure to check the description for those details. Alright, let's go on to the choices. So if you haven't noticed, these are Sailor Moon makeup brushes my sister got me as a Christmas gift, so I thought, so cute, I will use them for the video. So this is number 1. Number 2. Alright. And number 3. Alright. Okay, I will see you at your reading. Hello, group number 1. So let's see what 2021 has in store for you. I'm going to just shuffle here and pull out some cards. Wow. You have nature, magic, and rebirth. This is definitely going to be a very special year for you. This is a year where you are going to be, so I don't know if you saw my blessings coming to you for the holidays, and I wonder how this lines up if you did watch that video. If you didn't, you may want to check it out to see if it aligned with what your holiday was. I know the holidays are done, but there's some extra information in there for, how things will continue on a little bit into the new year. But here what we have is you're being reborn, basically. You are being reborn into a new person. And this is not someone who is comes out of left field. You've been working towards being this person for a very long time. And so this rebirth comes as no surprise to you. It's definitely going to be happening in 2021, where all of your efforts towards improving your own maybe negative patterns of thinking or behavioral traits, or perhaps you need to gain more confidence, or perhaps you need to learn how to be more grounded, whatever it is that you need. Certainly something that spending time in nature will help you with. So you are a very intuitive, psychic person yourself. All right, that's something that I should mention off the bat. Your intuitive abilities will grow in 2021. They will become so much bigger than what they are right now. And you just have to be open to the signs and the subtle messages that you receive. Always, always check your information that you're receiving with how it resonates with you deep down, whether you feel like it came from you or not. use a mixture of your logic as well. Don't rule that out. However, this is going to be a year where you really learn to trust your intuition. And your intuition starts to make things really magical for you. It starts to really guide you into the right path, into where you have to go. As far as nature is concerned, you're going to find a lot of your inspiration comes from just sitting in nature. Nature is extremely healing. I find it very interesting that nature is, most of nature. The most common color that you see in nature is green. And likewise, the heart chakra, one of the most common colors that you associate to the heart chakra, is also green. Therefore, green and heart have a very interesting association between nature, green, heart, and healing. And you notice a lot of people who are healers also have a primary color of green as their aura. So there's something very interesting with the color itself of green. You may want to incorporate more green into your wardrobe. This may be a color that looks good on you for a reason. You yourself may have a very green aura. I'm just going to confirm that with you. For you with another card. It's just a random thing. What color is your aura? Let's confirm that was the primary color of your aura. Wow. All right, that's okay. Let me see. What's the primary color of your aura? Yes, exactly. So another card that's green, and it says courage. We're just going to, maybe put that like that. Okay, so another color that's green. So you have a strong green as a primary color for your aura, which is really, really cool. And so that just kind of confirms it, that you are maybe meant to get in touch with your healing abilities, and certainly spending time in nature is going to be just the ticket that you need to connect with yourself. Just kind of slow down your breathing. There's also natural oxygen CO2 exchange that happens when you sit in nature, and so your presence in nature is beneficial as well. You just have to learn how to kind of understand each other's boundaries, right? And nature is full of sentient beings. And the other reason why it's so calming to spend time in nature is because these sentient beings are just so still and peaceful and grounded, right? So by spending time in nature, you're going to be able to really take in on a deeper appreciation of how you connect to the world via your senses, your 5 senses, and then also your 6th sense with your link to the higher realms, the higher dimensions, your intuition. Don't rule out your intuition. That's all a part of the experience. Just sitting and meditating perhaps and spending a mindful moment outside is going to basically, by the end of your session, you're going to feel like you're a new person. So if you can do this a lot in 2021, if you can spend a lot of time in nature, your process of becoming the person who you always are deep down, you're meant to be, your higher self, is going to come about that much quicker. So if you spend time in nature, the process of which who you truly are is going to come to be, will be brought on a lot swifter, and you're really going to enjoy the process. 2021 is a year also about grounding your ideas into the practical, about manifesting your ideas, going towards your goals. You're really becoming, this new person that paradoxically you always were deep down. So this is the exciting thing. 2021, you're going to feel, finally the sense of inner peace and calm, where you just understand who you are what your role is in this world, and your mission and your purpose, and what you're meant to drive into the future in order to bring about joy and happiness into your own life, living your fullest potential, and thus inspiring other people to do the same. So I'm very excited for you. 2021 is going to be a very magical year. Well, thank you so much for tuning in, number one. And I will see you in the next video. If you haven't already subscribed and you like the video, I would so appreciate that, as it helps the channel and it lets you know of any upcoming videos. Otherwise, I will see you in the next video. Thank you so much. Bye. Hi, number two. Welcome, number two. Let's take a look at the Oracle of the Unicorns to see what your year 2021 is in store for you. So I'm going to pull out 3 cards here. Well, that's very interesting. Now, don't be alarmed when I show you these cards, because it's good to be a detail-oriented person. It's good to be, to also see a global perspective. I happen to be, I guess, detail-oriented in some things, but when I look at the cards in particular, I am a global picture thinker. So if you are not, then don't get alarmed when you see the individual cards, because I will show you what I think. Maybe you agree, maybe you disagree. Strength. This challenge will make you stronger. You will get through to the other side. Look for the gift in the situation. So this is part of 2021. Gentleness. Okay. Be kind. I know you can't necessarily see the writing, so I'm just going to read it to you as you gaze at the card. Be kind to yourself and others. Honor your gentleness. Speak words of love. And anger. Safely express your anger. Use anger as a positive force. Humor all of your emotions as sacred. Honor all of your emotions as sacred. Now I want to talk about that. And actually, I want to put this one right in the middle, because I want to honor what anger brings to the table. And so there's this misconception that, a lot of people out there in the spiritual community say, leave fear behind you, only go towards love, leave anger behind, that's very disempowering, though, at the same time. Anger is not a bad emotion. Anger is the force that you need in order to draw your healthy boundaries. And if you found that in 2020, people were kind of abusing your kindness and your hospitality, or you felt that people were overstepping their boundaries and then just crossing into yours because you didn't have clear boundaries, you may have found that you had a lot of repressed anger, and it came out in certain explosive ways in 2020. So what happens when we devalue anger is then it starts to affect our bodies. When you repress anger, then you are, I don't pretend to be a scientist, but there's a domino effect happening where your body will send certain signals to your blood flow, whether that's going to be a restricted blood flow or not. And when you're stressed, certain chemicals are released out into your body, and this wears your body out in the long run, because your body is not meant to withstand these sort of difficult, fleeting, what are supposed to be fleeting emotions for long periods of time. Just hold that thought. I want you to really take in the cards and see what 2021 means for you. I'm a little parched, so I'm just going to get some water right now. I'll be right with you. Alright. I love my mug so much. What the elf? It's the best mug ever. And yes, I drink water out of mugs because it's fun, because they have pretty designs on them and glasses don't. Alright, so as far as being parched is concerned, I'm getting this feeling of a heat sensation within you where you feel like, you're not hydrating your mind, your body, your emotion, your spirit. You feel like you're in a desert. That feeling of dryness, of deep exhaustion. And you feel like, a lot of times you don't have the strength to carry on, especially 2021 with everything that's been going on, globally and in our own personal lives. It's very easy to see that 2020 was just a culmination of everything that perhaps wasn't necessarily working in the past. And for you, this seemed to be definitely the case, where issues in the past seemed more intense and accelerated in 2020. And all of a sudden, you were forced to react or respond differently. And this took a lot of willpower, and it takes a continuous show of strength. And it's not just a show, because for you, this strength, although you feel like it's a show, and you feel like people are sooner or later going to be able to see through the mask that you're not really that strong at all and that you're quite weak, in reality, these are only words you tell yourself. But you don't realize how strong you are and how strong you come across to others. And I know that might seem like, well, this is just a pick a card reading, right? I'm gonna go with your logic right now. This is just a pick a card reading. This is a general reading. Who cares? True. It is a general reading, you're correct, and we can take a lot of these things as truisms, right? What's to say that this reading is accurate or not? At the end of the day, let me ask you this. Do my words help you, and do they hit where it, rings true? Or do you not resonate with the words at all? If you don't resonate and they don't mean anything to you, then by all means, throw it out the window. Throw everything I say out the window. But if there is a resonance, and you do feel like what I'm saying hits home, then I would pay attention. Yes, you are strong. There's a message here to be kind to yourself. A lot of that inner anger that you feel was directed originally at you from other people, and you have to understand that those people directed that anger towards you because they are oftentimes angry at themselves. And they may not think clearly or understand or be able to really see how their actions and words might be affecting you, because they don't see beyond, their personal first-person experience, right? But you can see beyond that. You have the ability to see beyond people's facades. You can detect, you have a BS detector, and that also gets you frustrated because you feel like you can see beyond, and yet people are acting like you're dumb. You don't know who and what they're really about. And it has nothing to do with not knowing. You know perfectly well what these people are about, but you're just allowing their, how do I put it? You're allowing them to convince you because you have been so desperately yearning for reassurance and love and peace that you will accept it from, at times, what seems like just about anywhere. Now, you are a self-respecting person. You're not to say that you're just going to respect it from anywhere, but or accept it from anywhere. But I just want to point out that, when you say that you are alone and you are, there's no one else who can really understand, know that there are many others who do. It's just that, like you, those others, they feel like they're the only one. And so there's this irony where when people feel alone and misunderstood, they just introvert more and more, because they feel like they're a burden on others, on themselves. They should be punished. And so it's this sort of self-sabotage to keep you stuck, right? When in reality, the key to your healing and the key to becoming who you are is through being kind and gentle with yourself. That I promise you that if you speak words of compassion to yourself, even when you don't feel like doing so, and I understand that, I'm not judging and I'm not going to preach. You do what you can when you're ready. If you need that moment to just be angry or, whatever, whether that's towards yourself or others. I understand the need to experience that, and it's frustrating when someone tries to take that experience away, like, oh, just be happy kind of thing. And then it's like a slap in the face, because easier said than done. There's a reason I'm feeling this way. And it's not so much that you don't want to be happy, but it's that you want your feeling to be validated. And you want to feel like things are just and things are fair. And they're not always just and they're not always fair. And that's the hard part about life, that life is not always fair. The universe chose you, and you chose this challenge in particular. Whatever this challenge is in your life, you chose it because this is what is going to allow you to be that superhero that you are meant to become. I know it seems like a curse, and you know what? With great power comes great responsibility. If you are given the gift of this power, this awe-inspiring power, that means that you are supposed to do something magnanimous, magnificent, and magnanimous, right? Super, super generous. You're supposed to be super, super helpful and super, super generous with others, because you're going to have so much of this power. This power you'll not use against others, you'll use to help others. And this is why I say that you are basically transforming into a superhero during this time of 2020. 2021. 2021 helped you. 2021 was the spider biting, the Spider-Man, when that radioactive spider bit him. That was 2020. And 2021 is you becoming Spider-Man, or whichever superhero you prefer. You invent your own, of course, but yeah, you're becoming the superhero in 2021. You have to remember to choose your battles. That anger is an important emotion, that when validated, it doesn't need to be expressed. You can feel angry, you don't need to express it. Of course, there's always exceptions to that rule, because there are always situations where you need to express it. But I should say, when I say don't express it, I'm sorry, I should clarify. I mean, don't, go into fits of rage, right? Really take a look at the situation, take stock of the situation, and see what kind of a response it calls for. Sometimes the best way to respond is to just take a step back, take a breath or two or three, and remember that the feeling will pass and the tension will pass. And at times, fighting against it will only prolong the tension and only make things worse. When the going gets tough, just take a step back and breathe, breathe, breathe. Imagine yourself as a tree, how strong, roots into the ground, very strong tree, very strong trunk, very connected to the community and the network of trees around it. And that community, through just that knowledge. That could be your connection to spirit. That could be your connection to your friends or your family. Your, like I said, spirit, your spirit guides, your ancestors. Imagine that connection, or go seek that connection out. Go seek out that solid connection. And you will find that you are going to be able to champion any cause that comes your way. You will be, the vicar in all of this. You're coming out strong, but it starts off with being kind towards yourself. If you are not kind towards yourself, then who else will be? Consistently, people will get tired. If you're always down on yourself, people are going to feel tired of that energy. I know that sounds like an uncompassionate thing to say, and I apologize if it sounds harsh, because I certainly understand the feeling of, just feeling in this darkness, right? That seems like it's never going to end. So the universe is asking you to find the warmth, to find the light within you, right? If you notice the light that's shining through for the unicorn, like the light comes from within him. And then also you have this ring here from my little device that's supposed to help bring light. But my cards are glossy. I want to pull up another card for you just to see what else this 2021. Who are you? Well, actually, you know what? Who are you meant to be? We're going to go there. Who are you meant to be in 2021? I'm getting... There's so many possibilities. There's not one thing that you're meant to become. You are a manifester. Magic. Make a wish. Believe in miracles. Magic surrounds you. You can manifest and create whatever it is you want. You can be and decide to be whoever it is that you feel that you truly are. It is not one thing that you're meant to be, but for sure you are meant to be someone very powerful, someone very intuitive, someone very magical. All right, you're meant to develop your intuitive and psychic gifts as well. Well then, number 2, that was an absolutely gorgeous reading. I hope you enjoyed it. If you liked the video and you haven't already subscribed, subscribing to my channel would help me out, and then it would notify you of an upcoming video. And otherwise, thank you so much for your support, and thank you for watching and for your interest and for your visit. And I hope to see you in the next video. All right, number 3. Sorry, just sipping some water. Number 3, let's take a look. 2021. All right, let's see. What does 2021 have in store for you? 2021. Interesting. Well, that's very interesting because, all right, 2 of the cards from the past reading came up. So 2 of magic. Sorry, I'm going to start babbling. Magic came up from reading number 2, as well as gentleness. You may want to check out reading number 2 if you were drawn to reading number 2. I'm getting for some of you reading numbers 2 and 3 really give you a full idea, a full spectrum of what 2021 has in store for you. And then receive, and this also came up in the holiday blessings, so you may want to check that out if you feel so inclined. All right, let's see. What does 2021 have in store for you? Honestly, I feel like a big weight lifted off my shoulder when I look at your reading. I feel very calm and very relaxed. And I just want to smile. I want to smile in just this rejoicing way, kind of finally. I almost feel like this unicorn is smiling. He looks like he's kind of smirking to me, you know? And this is the receive card. So he's kind of saying with his facial expression, you know, go ahead. Yes, this is time to receive and not to question it. You know, you give a lot, and that's good. It's good to give. It's very important. And now you're going to be getting back. You're going to be receiving. You're not just going to be, you know, giving. You're going to be receiving for everything that you've given. You've racked up a lot of, you know, positive karma, so to speak. A lot of really good karma. And 2021 is going to see finally that good karma materializing to a point where you're just going to be feeling that your year is going to be one that you're just going to really dig deep into practices like journaling, like positive thinking, positive affirmations, mindfulness. You know, you may be the kind of person who's interested in apps like Headspace, which is a mindfulness app that helps you to ground and to take deep breaths and to be in the moment. You may also be interested in teaching others to do the same, as you may have realized, and by giving to others in this way, and this is maybe the way that you generally give to others, that you are a giving person, that you do give of your time and energy to helping and healing other people and making them feel good, taking care of their needs. Finally, all of that, you know, energy is being returned back to you as a thank you that you are doing such a wonderful, you know, job taking care of everyone. That now, you know, is the time for you to sort of take care of yourself, right? So you need to be open to that. And I'm just going to you need to be open to that possibility. The people want to give to you. They want to give to you. It's not a burden to give to you. You have to get that out of your head. You know, you're not a burden to others. You don't have to rush around and do things for 50 million people all the time. You can put your feet up. You can relax as well. You can allow other people to help you. You know, next time you're washing the dishes, for example, and someone asks to help you, say yes, thank you, you know. Don't always say that, no, it's okay, I can do it, because you want to take care of everybody else and you think it's your duty to take care of everybody else. That's wonderful and it's great, but you're also going to need to take a break. You're a human being and like anyone else. It doesn't matter how much, you know, Energizer Bunny battery power you have, you're going to need to just stop and put your feet up and take a break at one point. So 2021 is going to be a year about allowing yourself to relax, allowing yourself to feel good, you know, doing things where you, I don't know, skincare routine regimen, some sort of spa regimen, you know, just taking time to delve into your creativity, your imagination, to create, to connect with others in a way that reflects the gentleness in which you treat yourself. So if you treat yourself with loving kindness, you are going to also treat others who deserve it, who give you that love back in return. You're going to be able to shower with them with that same loving kindness. So you're going to have even more energy in a sense to take care of others, because you'll have taken the time to really take care of yourself first. Now, how does this work? If your battery is fully charged, even if you do have to take an hour out of your day that you could have maybe devoted to taking care of someone else, even if you do have to take an hour out of your day, do that, because once you do, you're going to be more even effective in helping other people. All right, you're going to be more focused, and you're going to just feel like you have a larger burst of energy. It's much better to use your time wisely than just fill it by giving all the time. If you use your time wisely and you take care of yourself, then the time that you give will be more wholehearted, and you'll be less resistant, less tired, less fatigued. Even if you say you're not tired, these things show up subtly in the way that you may interact with others, in the way you may interact with yourself. And if you're not getting enough sleep, then that is something that you need to get on the bandwagon for. You definitely need to consider more sleep, as this is going to have a dramatic impact on how you treat yourself in particular. But 2021 is that year you're going to feel good. Self-love. You're really diving into, self-love. There's a lot of self-love writing journals. If you don't know where to start with your own journal, okay, you may want to take up singing. You may want to just enjoy creating your own, maybe videos. Maybe you have a YouTube channel of your own. And just whatever you're doing creatively, this is going to be a year to create, to expand. It's going to be a magical year, a lucky year. This is your, lucky 7 year, right? This is the year where you just manifest things so easily, and people are going to be showering gifts on you just because they love you, and just because of all the wonderful things that you do, just devoting more of their time to be around you, etc. So I think this is really truly going to be a very passionate year of caring and giving towards yourself primarily, and then even more energy to give to others. You're going to feel very much like this is this incredibly enchanting, magical year where you're going to feel a lot of peace of mind. You're going to feel nice. You're going to feel soothed. You're going to feel relaxed. You're going to feel, full of self-care, routines and remedies, and you are going to be feeling good, my friend. Very, very, very good. And you're going to be getting into a good sleep routine. I see that. A good sleep pattern. Very nice. Well, that was a beautiful reading, number 3. I hope you enjoyed it. If you liked the reading and you would like to be notified of more, then just, if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell. If not, thank you so much for stopping by and visiting. I appreciate your time, and I hope to see you in the next video. Thank you so much, and see you later.